Hey, I'm Marlo, and this is my YouTube channel that I constantly neglect, which is why I don't get any followers or views on here. So, I'm going to try and change that a little bit. Now, I want to make this YouTube channel kind of reflect my TikTok, and I've only been doing pup stuff on here, so I'm going to start some other stuff on here as well. And I kind of want to make this a long form or side project from my TikTok, that way I'm not posting the same thing everywhere. But that means that uploads on this channel will probably be significantly less consistent than on my TikTok, so if you want regular stuff, go over there. And today I want to talk about these guys. These are the KZ Castor Pro IEMs. These are a dual dynamic driver IEM, and they are pretty cheap. I bought these specifically because I wanted a dual driver IEM, because I listen to a lot of metal and things like that, and single dynamic driver IEMs, in my experience, just don't really work that well for it. Now, this is IEM up close with no cable. This is a really, really nicely built IEM for the price. The body is not plastic. I want to say it's glass or ceramic of some sort, because it's, I don't know, but it's definitely not plastic. And a cool part about KZ IEMs, you can see right here, if it'll focus, come on, you got it. I'll probably have to zoom in or something. It has tuning switches. So if you don't like how the bass sounds or how the treble sounds, you can change that. And they give you a little sim tool where you can individually adjust each one of these 4 little switches, and each one adjusts a different part of the tuning. This has been my daily driver IEM for use on my computer when I listen to music, edit videos, things like that. And it has yet to fail me. I absolutely love these IEMs, and I think they're a great buy, especially for the price that they are. And I'm thinking I'm going to get some KZs next as well. I don't know which ones yet. I'm looking for something with a balanced armature driver, but we'll get there when we get there. Now, this isn't going to be able to do anything super high, like excel at high, because it's still just a secondary dynamic driver. It definitely does a lot better with separation and clarity than like my True 2s, or I don't remember the name of the other ones right now, but they're both single dynamic drivers. These definitely do significantly better. So I definitely recommend these. For example, the album I'm listening to right now, A Stranger to You by Loathe. I've found that it sounds fantastic on these. It would probably sound a little better with like something with balanced armature drivers or a planar driver in them, but for the price, these do fantastic. A lot of people don't like KZ IEMs, but if all of them are like this, I think honestly KZ might be my favorite brand. Now, a couple things to note with these IEMs is the first thing you're going to want to do whenever you get them, take the cable out of the box and just go ahead and throw it away, because it's pretty much useless. And order yourself something like this, which is the KB ear cable, or a Tripo and Zoni cable or something like that. This cable is not fantastic. It does tangle, but it's still significantly better than the piece of shit cable that these guys came with. And if you have more sensitive ear canals, you might want to look into different ear tips too, because these things don't have a whole lot of cushion on them. They're very thin, so keep that in mind if you're going to be snagging a pair of these. And also keep in mind that when you order cables, specifically with KZ IEMs, it's not going to take a standard 2-pin connector. It's actually a recessed 2-pin connector, as you can see here. So you do have to get a very specific cable. And I don't know if the zoning cable comes like that, but I know for a fact the KB ear cable does come with a recessed pin, if you order it with one. So, which I actually like quite a bit more, because there's more meat grabbing onto it, so if you, for some reason, were to yank on the cable, you wouldn't have to risk snapping both those pins off in the IEMs immediately. There's actually material that goes over this base and creates kind of a better grip for you. So from a security standpoint, I kind of like that design a little better than the standard 2-pin connectors. But I'm going to throw a couple songs on the screen here that I think sound fantastic with these. I primarily listen to music with my IEMs. However, I do play games with them as well. I edit videos with them because I'm a detail freak a lot of the time, and I like to get every detail I possibly can that are in my videos, so I can try and perfect it as much as possible. But I know I'm a nerd. I have OCD, so I don't know what you want from me. But yeah, all these songs sound fantastic. Now, when I test my IEMs, I've done this on TikTok a few times. I've done it with headphones and IEMs. I like to listen to a set kind of group of albums, all in similar genres, but I'll kind of throw all of the above on the screen here, because this is kind of a pack of albums that I listen to certain songs off of to try and gauge like How good it is at highs, how good it is at lows, how are the mids, how is it with fast snappy transients, how is it with slow songs, how is it with metal, how is it with thrash, how is it with electronic. Like, I need a full scale of how these sound. Now, for being a dual dynamic driver, this thing does fantastic. But for the price that these are, which I believe is $25, I absolutely recommend them. I upgraded to these over the 02s, and I absolutely hated the 02s, and I love these. So if you don't like the 02s, the shell's too big for your ear, you just don't like the sound, these might be a good option for you. So, short video, but I'm going to try and make shorter videos to fill in this channel a little bit because I've been slacking really bad and I need to stop. But I'm Marlo, and even my YouTube gets it.